This is Andrew Klavan on The Culture. Liberals, it's time we had a little grown-up to liberal talk about the facts of life. Specifically, I'd like to answer a question that may have been on your minds recently. Where does money come from? Now, it's perfectly natural for someone at your pre-adolescent stage of development to ask this question. And even though it may be awkward to talk about, it's important you get the answer from a conservative or other adult. Otherwise, you might be told schoolyard lies.
You're telling me we got to go spend money to keep from going bankrupt? The answer, yeah, it's what I'm telling you.
Or old wives' tales.
Unemployment insurance, the economists tell us, return $2 for every dollar that is put out there for unemployment insurance.
Or a lot of superstitious, puritanical nonsense that'll only make you feel unnecessarily guilty.
I mean, I do think at a certain point you've made enough money.
You see, money is a lot like the birds and the bees. That is, it's a symbol for something else. What's it a symbol for? Well, let's say a bee wants to put his pollen in a flower. But unfortunately for the bee, the flower would rather have a flat-screen TV. The bird has a flat-screen TV, for some reason, but wants to trade it for a signed photograph of Mila Kunis. The squirrel has saved up a stack of Mila photos, because he's a squirrel, but he wants honey. The bee, who's really pissed off at this point, has the honey. Now, rather than going through an elaborate circle of barter that would limit the ways in which all the animals could have, intercourse, the little creatures use money as a symbol of what someone wanted from them and what they want from someone else. That's right, money is a symbol for desire. Now, don't be embarrassed. Desire is perfectly natural. In fact, people naturally desire more and more. They even lust desperately after things that didn't exist at all a few short years ago, like iPhones or cholesterol medicine, or Mila Kunis for that matter, who of course is not for sale. That's why there can be more and more money for everyone who does something or makes something that other people desire. This desire, as you may know, comes out of a secret part of us we don't like to expose. So there's only one way to figure out what we desire and how much, and that's by offering things for sale and finding out what, if anything, people are willing to pay for them. We call that the free market, because we can't find out what we desire if people fix the market prices or force us to buy one thing rather than another. Since everyone uses the market, we all chip in some money to the government to provide roads so we can get to market, soldiers and police to protect the market, and a few rules to make sure everyone at the market plays fair. But remember, your desire is very private and personal to you, so no one, even the government, has the right to touch it unless you want them to. They don't have the right to take it away from you and give it to someone else just because that's where they think it should go.
I think when you spread the wealth around, it's good for everybody.
They don't have a right to use it for things that they want, but you don't.
High-speed trains.
Universal health care.
Green jobs. Cash for clunkers.
And they don't have a right to tell you where you should put it, symbolically speaking. I'm glad we could have this little talk, and I hope you'll remember, if ever someone from the government tries to put his hands on your money, run away as fast as you can and tell the nearest conservative. The conservative is your friend.